What's going on, guys? Back with another video. It's Brandon. I just wanted to talk about today how a lot of people, if they are not present in their own life, will try to help others. And some people, when they're not present in their life, they're reaching out for others to help them. And every single time, I mean, that's why I said, it's like I've been making these videos and I'm telling you to be present and aware of your own life. People will reach out to me and people will reach out to you and they'll be like, hey man, what do you think about this? What do you think about X? Or what do you think about, bro, listen, I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000 in this video. I'm going to keep it real. I don't give a fuck. And nobody should. Because if you don't care, why should I? If you ask me and go, yo, and this is another thing, real quick before I finish it. A lot of people have a hard time just hearing something and they instantly take offense to it. Dude, not everything is offensive. My girl could say some harsh ass shit to me and she'll tell me all the time. I'm not even being rude. You just don't like to hear something. That's your issue. That's your problem. And I agree. That would be my issue. You just don't want to hear it because you're not present in your own life. So you don't want to hear it. So you're going, oh, this guy, Brandon, he's an asshole because he's telling me something that I already know about myself, but I don't want to face it. But he's the asshole. Look how that makes sense. You will victimize yourself and then hate other people because that's how people with victim mindsets work. They will internalize something, flip it and go, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Mind you, all I could have said was, yo, that's a good idea. I think you should do that. But I didn't give you the right tone. And you're like, bro, he just said, fuck you. Yeah, he did say, fuck me. Bro, that's why I don't even fucking talk to him. Seriously. You see how it works? I say that because, people will ask you dumb questions. Like, I literally couldn't tell you the last time I asked for somebody's opinion on what I should do. Yo, you think I should be doing that? Bro, if I'm asking, that means you already don't care enough. And that means you're doing it for somebody else. You should be doing it for you. Do it for you. When I want to do my creative endeavors, I might tell somebody the idea, might tell somebody what, but I don't go, yo, you think I should start maybe writing or maybe try to do something? No, why would I? Why should you? Yo, you think I should start walking every day and it would improve my mental health and make me lose weight? People will ask that dumbass shit. And you got to be like this. Yeah, I think that's what you should do. And I said I had to stop recording because I was so angry, and then the anger still comes out. But listen, I said this is a real ass video, and it's not that I don't give a fuck. It's the fact that if you don't care, then I don't care. But just because you don't want to hear something doesn't mean somebody is being mean. Just because you don't like things about yourself, so when somebody tells you them, you don't want to hear it. That's why people who have therapists, you know my thing on therapy. I know people who've been in therapy for years, and they don't know things about themselves. And you know why they don't know things about themselves? Because the therapist knows that they don't want to hear that about themselves, and they don't want to lose a client. But anyway, moving into what I was also saying, so many people, since they're not present in their lives, like I've said, asking for others, like I said in the first part is me, you asking for others' opinions. Second part is some people are so not present in their lives that they feel that they need to be caretakers of other people. Listen here and listen well. If you're one of those people, you might be worse than the first. If we're being honest, you might be worse than the first. No, you shouldn't just think about the mentality. Think about the mentality you need to have to think, hey, this person's lost right now. Let me try to guide them every step of the way. Meanwhile, you're lost yourself. What kind of asinine shit is that? And get this, we all lost. But get this, I will never, listen, I make these videos, but I've never once, and that's the thing that people need to hear. I've never once said, I'm leading you. I've never once said, yo, You only should listen to me. I have all the key. I've never said any of that. But what people have is because they have such a low concept of self and insecurity, they go, he thinks he knows everything. I don't know shit. But guess what? I know a little more than you. And you don't want to hear that because you're lost. And if I'm at least finding the path, people get offensive. If you're watching a video and you know you're on your own path, there's a reason why people come to you, and there's a reason why people also don't like you. They don't know why they don't like you. They just don't. But get this, at the same time, they want to constantly be around you though. They want to just be around you. That's the type of people I'm talking about. You gotta watch out for them, man. What the hell is that? But you gotta worry, like, so many people like that, they don't even know why they want to be around you. Like, for example, apparently, I don't even believe in all that shit, but like, the moon or whatever was in something. And it said, like, a bunch of people, when they're struggling, they're gonna reach out. I'm not bullshitting you. I probably had 20 therapy sessions with people that, first of all, I didn't even have their number, were hitting me up. And I'm just sitting there like, and don't get me wrong, mind you, I'm in a mood. But I'm sitting there like, bro, what you gonna get out of me? And that's why I'm trying to say to the people who want to help others, what do you think, if you're lost, that person, listen, it's a sense. What I've always been trying to say in these videos is that there is a sense, you can't fake, that's why I said that whole fake it mentality, that shit it is real, but it ain't. Because at the end of the day, if somebody's looking to you for guidance, it's like a smell, it's like an aura. They can sense if somebody's really on their shit or really not. So if you're lost and you're like, I need to fill my void because I'm not president of my life and I want to help somebody guide them to the best of my ability, deep down they ain't gonna follow you because they know you just as lost. They're like, man, I appreciate what you're doing. And since I don't have any company, you're my company. And that's all it is. At the end of the day, misery loves company. But they ain't listening to you. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. I'm like, man, I don't be listening to myself sometimes. So why should you listen to me? I am a nobody. Man, I don't want to make this video too long, but it irks me when I see all this. And you're not responsible for nobody. You're only responsible for yourself. So if you're letting yourself down, and then just here, I'm going to end the video with this. You're only responsible for yourself. And when you know you're letting yourself down, you do other things to fill that void of the responsibility. So you might fill it with trying to help other people. You might fill it with try to do the right thing in certain avenues because you don't want to get back to yourself. You want to avoid yourself. And in the long run, it only hurts you and separates you from yourself. And then, like I said, man, time, and get this. Last thing. I get time. Some days you wake up, you feel 16. Some days you wake up, you feel 30. Sometimes you might feel even older. You're like, bro, I can't do shit. I'm sleepy as hell all day. Time is weird. And it has a disillusion. Sometimes you don't know what day it is. And so you think you have a long life. You think, hey, I have this habit. Well, guess what? It's no big deal because life is so long that I'm going to get out of it because look how long this day was. But then the reality is you got to sit and look at yourself and say, wait, I'm whatever old you are, but I'm 28. So you got to be like, I'm 28. Shit, man, I'm supposed to be doing some shit at this age. And if you get what I'm saying? So then you think, look at the pandemic. It started in 2019 and it's 2022. It doesn't even feel like it's been a year. Didn't even feel like it's been a year. But 3 years go by. So think about that. When you're 60, still doing the same shit that you said you were going to get over. But since time, you're like, oh man, time's just flying. You're 60 and you can't get rid of any addictions. You can't get rid of you have no self-esteem. You're still low insecure, you still have insecurity problems at 60. So when are you going to fix it? Because then, being realistic, you're 60. You can't just, and that's why I brought up the whole people reaching out to me, like 20 people I didn't even know. Because at 60, man, let's be realistic here. You're not just going to text or call somebody at 60. and say, hey man, can we do, or hey girl, can we do this and fix this? Man, people are moving on. We can't live in a fantasy world. That's a fantasy world. Closure, all that shit. Karma, that shit not real. Bruh. You're going to be 60 looking around. First of all, we might be dead. Your friend might be dead. But you like, oh, I finally snapped out of it. Oh, I'm glad you snapped out of it. But get this, we all dead now. All right. I hope you get what I said, and this wasn't just some angry rant. But I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a good weekend. And stop thinking this is negative. If you think this video was negative and you took it offensive and you think I'm like a know-it-all and all that shit, that means you are low, you have insecurity problems, and you're avoiding your issues in your life, and because it's all about how you react. If you get upset at this video, that's upset at yourself. If you get angry at this video, that means you're angry at yourself. If you get depressed out of this video, that means you're depressed at yourself. Every emotion is self-emotion. Self-inflicted. So, take that. Nah, poo-poo. Some shit like that.